So fine that I really wanna make you mine. You look so fine that I really wanna make you mine. 4, 5, 6, come on and get your kicks. You don't need money when you look like that. Here you go. Black boots, long blonde hair, she's so sweet with her cat back stare. But you only got none of me, yeah. No way I got my place to stay. I'm in love, don't you go away, yeah. I said, are you gonna be my girl? Welcome to the live chat, policy guideline. Alright. Start a poll. Chat filter, top messages. I don't need moderation. I haven't went live on YouTube in years, so I'm trying out different platforms that I'm on to see what platforms will get interaction, so I know what's best for me to go live on. Which, of course, anytime I'm live, if you guys have questions, if you have a project you're working on, you can, you have questions about. I only know what I know. I know that sounds funny, but like I'm not like this master that knows everything. But if you ask me a question, I don't know the answer to it, I'll find somebody. I'll do what I can and find somebody that will know the answer for you. Ooh, Laquan? Is that how I pronounce your name? Did I say that right? Laquan. Hi. I need to figure out how to do the screencast so I can have my phone set up and be able to see the comments and stuff easier. Yes, I did. Nice. Now, do you Luminate, or are you just scrolling through YouTube and stopped on a video? Hi, Stephanie.
Right about now, the Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now. The Funk Soul Brother.
Oh, nice. It's not, I don't know where my views are going to come from going live on YouTube, so definitely thank you. Oh, no. This is, Luminating's very, it's not something I'm going to go viral for. This is an educational thing, so I don't expect it to go out to like millions and millions of people, and most of the time people are just going to scroll right by it. But it is nice to know that, at least, I've got interaction on YouTube. This is actually, I'm getting faster interaction here on YouTube than I was on TikTok. But again, a very it's not a very broad category. I do fiber art stuff, mainly loom knitting. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Awesome. This is actually my second YouTube channel. I'm trying to get back to being very active on it. I started my original YouTube channel in 2010 when I was pregnant with my youngest. I'm from Ohio. Technically, I'm from West Virginia, and I moved to Ohio. I'm in that, like, border area. Beautiful area, horrible people. Um, it's a very, very beautiful area, but there are lots of, like, chemical plants and stuff, and poverty and homelessness. Um, but yeah, when I was pregnant with my youngest, I started a YouTube channel, and it wasn't supposed to be this. I had a friend who was also pregnant who wanted to make a baby hat, so I just did like a really quick, horrible quality video and posted it. Didn't know they were public. Next thing I know, I'm getting emails and questions and stuff. And then about 5 years ago, whatever the start date of this YouTube channel is, my old YouTube channel, I had over 30,000 subscribers, well over 1 million views on my channel. Like, I was pretty proud of it. I'd worked really, really hard, and then it got hacked and I lost it. I had over 700 videos on that channel. So I re-put my videos up what I was able to save, and then I just kind of stepped back. I seriously did. For the past few years since I restarted my channel, I stepped back. Life is calming down. Things are calming down, so I'm going to try to get back to it. I've got a whole, like, Luminate series I'm working on right now. Oh, what I'm doing right now is, this is a scarf, I think. I don't know if I'm making it... I'm in a fiber guild, and we knit and donate items, so I don't know if this is going to end up being a Christmas gift or a donation item, but this yarn is really nice. I like it. And what I'm using is this is a Cindy Wood long loom, and this one, the pegs are closer together for knitting. This is rake style, like I'm knitting. So yeah, it's so soft and plush. And I keep, like, squeezing it. I'm like, no, I've got enough scarves and stuff. I don't need it. But if I decide it's something that's going to be for me, I'll sit it down and never finish it. So, Stephanie, do you do any kind of fiber arts? I like rake knitting. That's this style right here, because, see, I got a little paper straw over my yarn so I can just real fast wrap the pegs. It's very nice. Alright, my laptop's in my way a bit. My birthday was Saturday, and I got a new laptop for my birthday, and I'm so excited. The old one that I've had for 10 years. And it needed, I needed a new one. And this one's touchscreen. Oh, it was devastating. Getting hacked was absolutely devastating. I almost didn't start a new channel. But really, I wouldn't have been able to save as many videos as I did if it wasn't for all of the subscribers I had. I was getting emails that the profile photo on my YouTube channel got changed before I even realized what happened. And my channel was... I just turned 40. But my YouTube channel in the United States, I had less than 1 million followers, so subscribers, so I'm worthless, essentially. But I have a friend in Australia where... I don't know how many she had, well over 100,000 followers, and she was able to actually have assistance with her channel, and she was able to contact her person, and along with that, plus all of my followers, I don't like the term followers, subscribers, mass reporting the channel. But while they were doing all of this, I was going through and trying to download all of the videos that were on my channel, because there were over 700. I was able to retrieve about 400 of the 700 videos, and I'm still, I think this was in 2020 or 2019 when it happened. So, and I'm still having people message like, "Hey, where's part blah 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 of this video?" And I'm like, "Oh no, it's lost. I'm so sorry. I'll try to walk you through it if I can." Because some of these videos, I don't even have, the yarn doesn't even exist anymore. I can't just remake the items. A lot of my patterns that I do make end up getting donated or given as a Christmas gift. Ooh, 22. I remember 22. Correct channel. Is my channel not linked on here? This is my first time going live in years on here. So let me push buttons and see what these are. Okay, if I hit that, highlight saved, no. The Hypnotic Hysteria is my YouTube channel, which really, if you are on any social media, okay, let me rephrase that, unless it's True Social or X, because I do not have accounts on those. Any other social media, basically, if you look up Hypnotic Hysteria or Hypnotic Hysteria Looming, sorry, my YouTube channel, this one's Hypnotic Hysteria Looming, my email's The Hypnotic Hysteria. Anyway, you put those two words together, you're probably going to find me. I've tried to change my profile pictures to the same that's on my YouTube channel. I live, Mid-Ohio Valley is technically where I live. I'm just a couple miles from the West Virginia border. I'm on the Ohio side. Oh, bye. Oh, bye, Nitty Freckles. Hey, thank you for joining, and thank you for leaving some comments. That does help my channel, and it does help the exposure for my video. I do appreciate it. Thank you. But I was born and raised in West Virginia, Parkersburg, West Virginia. If you go to Netflix and look up the documentary, or is it The Evil We Know or The Devil We Know or whatever it is that's about the DuPont factory, that's where I'm from. And I live just on the opposite side of the river now. It's a small little town, Belbury, but it's not bad. It's really not. I mean, Ohio, this area, unfortunately, there's a lot of poverty. When you have a lot of poverty, you end up with a lot of homelessness. You get a lot of homelessness, you end up with a lot of drug issues, a lot of mental health. There's a lot of mental health problems in the Mid-Ohio Valley area. Due to the multiple plants along the river, there are people with lots of health issues. There's a large number of various cancers here. I know childhood leukemia is pretty common. I've known a few kids, and it's devastating. I've got some autoimmune health issues, and I had a doctor ask me, he's like, "So, you want to feel better?" I was like, "Yeah, what do I got to do?" And he's like, "Move." I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to move." It's very beautiful here. West Virginia has... I'm a West Virginian. That's where I was born and raised. I'm on the other side. I'm barely in Ohio, but I claim myself as a West Virginian. It is a beautiful state. Very beautiful. A lot of animal and plant diversity, which I love plants. I love plants and animals, so to me, being able to have a lot of nature trails and little nature reserves and things that I can go and hike and check out is really nice. I enjoy that. I wish there were more opportunities for people in the areas here. If you pay attention to the news, a lot of the federal employees that were laid off, there was a large number of them that were from this area, and then they were just brought back for a few days later, some of them to be let go again. And that's really going to hit the economy in our area because it's one of the largest employers of people here. So everybody watching, where are you guys from? I've been chatting and I made a mistake and I'm going to show you guys. Alright, so I wrap the rows and I take the bottom loops over the top loop, and I got to do both sides, and I push it down and I rewrap. You just repeat, repeat, repeat. I forgot to knit those bottom stitches over, so now I have 3 stitches on this side. Which, if you loom knit, I'll show you how you can take care of this if you want. What you got to do, though, is pop these stitches back over and undo the row. Or if you go ahead and knit it over, you'll have a thicker ridge there. But this may end up being a Christmas gift or a donation item, so I'm going to go ahead and fix it. Now, what crafts, the people watching, what crafts do you guys do? Do I have fiber artists here? Do I have, or not necessarily crafts, what are your guys' hobbies? Not everybody likes to do crafts, but I like to garden and plant, but I have horrible ADHD, so I am very good at getting things started and then not taking care of it the way I should, unfortunately. Alright, so I just pop those stitches back over, and then here's the easy part, just with the string. Which the style of knitting I'm using, lots of times you'll hear it called rake knitting or double knitting or board knitting. You may even hear it called Portuguese knitting. I found years ago, I found a book in Portuguese online that I was able to download that was board knitting, and all it had was different patterns to go back and forth like what I'm doing here. Alright. So I undid that. Now I gotta knit these over. The Dead Pirate song playing in the background is one of my favorite songs. Let me see if I'm able to angle this to show you. Which, of course, I'm getting decent interaction on here so far. If I keep getting interaction, this is where I'll go live instead of TikTok. I'd rather I need to build my YouTube channel back up. I was really proud of it because it was a lot of work. It was an accident initially. I went from a webcam that was just horrific, super fuzzy, blurry. You could barely hear me in it. It was a happy accident, and that I'm happy that happened because I do enjoy this. I like making the videos. I'm pretty awkward in person, and honestly, people I know, when they come up to me and they're like, "Oh, I watched your videos," or this or that, like it weirds me out. And my friends know that, so they will make it a point to tell me. But it does. It's weird. It just makes me very uncomfortable. It shouldn't, but it does. Make sure okay. Now I can do lives if people want just kind of like a walkthrough. If I have people who are maybe interested in learning how to loom knit, and you get a loom and some yarn and you want to just learn a couple basics without looking up a specific video because you want to be able to ask questions, I can do that. But with my ADHD brain, I have to plan this stuff out and get it on paper and in my calendar. I'll show you guys what I've done. I'm trying to keep this fiber related. My YouTube channel is my only social media platform that is strictly fiber related. I do not get into anything else. I stay out of the rest of all that stuff on YouTube because this is strictly an educational thing. I'm teaching people how to loom knit. I got a message. Hold on, I'm checking a text. Yeah. Alright. Oh. No. Sorry, guys. I'll figure out how to use my phone and record at the same time. I need to do the screencasting. I might try to figure that out in a few minutes. That if you're here and you were listening when I was talking about how I keep myself focused and try to get things accomplished, I've made myself a daily planner, which anybody, I will email Sprechen. I'm going to say you're asking me if I speak Dutch. I don't. Unfortunately, I'm an American, and yeah. But I do think it's absolutely amazing when people come in and speak multiple languages. I'm going to assume where you're from, that may be just common, is my assumption. But to me, that's very, very impressive. I had, in the United States, in 6th grade, we had 1 year of Spanish, and it was like one semester, so it was just a couple months of a video thing that we watched. It was Senora Inme. Oh, you're in Germany. Alright. Okay, Germany. To me, I want to think, like, it's cold. What is the weather? Oh, Indiana. In Germany, how hot does it get there? I know that might sound really dumb, but I've always just kind of assumed it's cold. Like, I've always assumed Russia is just cold all the time, because, like, Canada basically is. Okay, so your seasons line up similar to ours, because here, I'm like, it's not technically spring yet, I don't think, but we're right there. Yeah, we're at the end of winter. It's our rainy season right now. So from Germany to Indiana, how long have you been over here? Have you had any trouble being from Germany? Oh, now how long have you been in the United States? I'm hearing a lot of people. I am so sorry. India! I am so sorry. I misread that. Yes. That's even better. I've seen I like National Geographic and different things like that, and I've seen some really cool videos of some stuff that's in India. Okay. Oh, what do you like better? My assumption would be that the climate might be better in India. My name's Amanda. And I don't know if I can pronounce your name. Edithian? Edithian. I'm saying that wrong. Addie. Okay. Because I'm going to absolutely butcher your name, most likely. There's not a whole lot of diversity where I'm from, unfortunately. Yeah. There's not. There really isn't, and it's getting worse. Now, I I went to in West Virginia, there is a place called the Palace of Gold. It is the original settlers of it were from India, and it's a temple. It was amazing to go to. I went there a couple years ago for my birthday, and it was this time of year. My birthday was last Saturday, and so we had some flowers and stuff just starting to come up, and there wasn't a lot of people there. Really, counting me and my boyfriend, less than 10 white people there. It was really cool. I felt like I was in another country. There were peacocks walking around. We got to sit in on some of their religious services, and we got tours of the temple itself. The food. I absolutely love Indian food. Now, I said there's not a lot of diversity here. The diversity we do have in the Mid-Ohio Valley area, really it tends to be doctors. My family doctor recently retired, and he was from India. So I guess I have more... I suppose the Indian culture I have a lot more experience with than a lot of others. My dad worked at one of the hospitals, and he would do work for a bunch of the doctors, so I usually get tiki masala. I'm trying to think what I'll get. There is a restaurant called Star of India that I like to go to, and there is, I usually go with the tiki masala, and I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the names of these things. Palak paneer, it's green and it has the cubes in it, like they're cheese cubes or tofu cubes. I really like that. And the rice pudding. Naan is I absolutely love naan. They make some homemade palak paneer. Yes. But they make fresh garlic naan at this Indian restaurant. They have a whole tandoori oven and everything. Oh, it's fantastic because it has chunks of garlic in it. And the food's going to be so much healthier for us. Naan. Do you guys not have naan? It's bread. It's kind of like a pita. Non-vegetarian. They have vegetarian options, but the naan, it's just bread, and it doesn't puff up real big. It stays about this thick. It's like a pita. It's really similar to pita bread, which I have no idea how close the Indian food here is to the Indian food that you have. I know there's a pretty big difference in the Chinese food. Although I like Chinese food too, but it tears my stomach up anymore, and I want to sleep about 10 minutes after I have it. Now, Indian food is fantastic. I like, they use spices. It's awesome. I like curry. We use a lot of, excuse me, a lot of like turmeric, and yeah, we use a good bit of turmeric in baking. It's really good for you. Oh, bye, Ollie. Thank you for stopping in. It was nice to chat with you. Addie. That's really cool. So I've had someone from India in here, and where was it? Someone else said where they were from. Oh, now I want some Indian food. I think it would be very cool to be able to travel to different countries like that. I know it's a completely different thing overseas as it is here. I don't have a passport. I've barely been out of the Mid Ohio Valley area. When I was 9 years old, we went to Canada, but that was just to see Niagara Falls. Just to see. Niagara Falls was amazing. But I don't even think this was in the mid 90s, so I don't think I even had to have a passport to go. Come on, baby. Hey, I'm happy I'm getting some interaction on here. I didn't know what to expect. Alright, it says we got 2 people in here. Who we still got? Alright, I don't know how to use this thing. But whoever's still in here, hi. I do appreciate the views. It helps to push my content out. And I'm really going to try. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel back up. I'm working on trying to get at least 6 months of videos ready to go, where that would be every Friday at noon a video would come out. I've already started on it. I think I can do it without any gaps. There might be a couple gaps because I'm doing a series. I'm working on a series called Squares. It's a sampler series where you're going to learn different techniques and stitches that you can make the squares and keep them and make a blanket when you're done, or a scarf, or you can just learn the techniques here and use them in other projects. Like if you want to just keep this going and have a really nice scarf, you know, you can change the width of it, or put this texture on a hat. That would be a cute hat. That would be a cute hat. Yes. This one right here is the my hair. This one is the diamond moss stitch. It's a reversible one, so that's really nice. Also, if you do follow my squares series when it comes out, just remember, any of these squares, you can use cotton yarn, and you got a washcloth. So that's something. Which, if I get some loom knitters in here, I can show you guys the different squares that I've got going, if you want to see them. Because I've got a new way. I've kind of updated how I'm doing my PDFs now. Just let me grab one of them. So the PDFs you see come out from me from now on are going to be a lot more detailed. Here's an example of one. Let me move this over. I'm still in the process of doing some little fine-tuning, tweaking. I'll probably take a better photo, stuff like that. And I know this is flipped for you guys, but it'll give you an idea. You'll have a square that will give you all of the supplies that you need. It'll tell you how much yarn is in the skein. I don't have wrote out how much yarn you need to use. I'll have the gauge wrote on there, which helps with your sizing. And then you'll have your abbreviations and your cast on. And then here is the pattern written out. But something I'm doing different is when it's a flat panel, sometimes it can be confusing if you don't pay attention, you don't mark off rows, you forget to count a row. and you might completely forget where you're at. But to help, I put arrows. So you know that row 1, your working yarn will be coming from your last peg working back towards the first peg. So I went ahead and did that. And right here, so this row 6 through 23, you repeat 5 times. So if you want, you can go through and tally those off. And the actual individual row numbers are there instead of having pages of it repeated or just having the one numbers and you got to keep track. So you have those 2 ways, but also there is a chart version. Of course, there's your bind off. A chart version written out. You'll have things highlighted up here. These represent your pegs on the loom. So those are the peg numbers that you will mark just to help you keep your pattern going. And so you don't mess up where you're at in the pattern. It really does help when you've got, 30, 40 stitches in between. You're trying to count. And then the area that's repeated is highlighted here. And then I made sure I put like the row numbers too, and you have your arrows to tell you what side your yarn's coming from. As I'm doing this editing process for all these new videos I'm working on, I'm saving my papers, but I've made myself, this is super messy, just to go through to make sure I get everything done. Like this one, I've already got the video uploaded to YouTube and TikTok. It's not live yet, although it is scheduled to go out on YouTube or TikTok. I just don't remember when. I have all the social media accounts that I'm on wrote down here with how long the clips are. Because some of these videos, the software I use, the music, it will flag it on some other social media accounts when I've got the paid version. I've got the rights to the music, so I have to download the videos without music for other social media, and then I'll add their music to it. And then for some things I have to make clips, like for Lemonade, Red Note Scoops, Blue Sky, and Instagram Stories, 1-minute clips. And then there's Clapper. Facebook has Reels, which 3-minute clips. And then there's some with 5-minute clips, 10-minute clips, 15-minute, 1 hour. And then it goes up from there. But yeah, that's what this looks like. I'm going to put this up. She said, so. Try and angle this so you guys can see while I'm working. When I do live videos, actually, you know what? I need to do an actual video. I might do that and post that. A video going over, like, asking people what type of live videos they want and a good time of the day of the week. Because for me, during the day while my youngest is in school and my oldest is asleep, that's a good time for me to do videos because my house can be quiet. Even though I did recently put up the squares. Put up the squares here in the background. Although I have a cat that keeps tearing them down. I'll show you. See? There's a door there. But I have a cat that keeps pulling the squares down. So I gotta deal with that. I love my office. Our home, we've done a lot of work to it. Where we're from, property value isn't exactly the highest, and Well, there was a new school put in, so our property value for our house has almost doubled since we got it 8 years. 2016 is when we got it. Almost 9 years ago. Yeah, it'll be 9 years in August. But as soon as they put that new school in, the property value, like on Zillow, doubled. Which is, for us, we go to sell it later, that's fantastic. But for now, our property tax is absurd. Whew. See me wrap the loom. The straw makes it so much faster to wrap the pegs, and I'm just doing a stockinette double knit stitch. All we need is a drummer. People on the little beat. I'm gonna have a little smooth. Make it easy to move. Let the bed just wanna. I like to hear me again. Rise, rise. I'm sorry, guys. I am not a singer. Now, you put me in a choir, I can harmonize, but by myself, it's not a good thing. But I like to sing. Listen to me. Listen to the voices. Loving hands out, baby. 'Cause I'm begging. People come in and talk, I'll turn the music down. I'm begging, begging you to put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging, begging you to put your loving hand out, darling. Right night, when I was king, I played the hard and fast like everything. I walked away, you want me dead, but easy come and easy go, and it wouldn't. So anytime I bleed, you let me go. Yeah, anytime I feed, you let me know. Anytime I see, you let me know. But the plan and see, just let me go. I'm on my knees when I'm begging, 'cause I don't wanna lose you. Hey, yeah, I'm begging, begging you. Put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging, begging you. Put your loving hand out, darling. I need you to understand. Tried so hard to be a man, the kind of man you want in the end. Only then can I begin to live again. An empty shell I used to be, the shadow of my life was hanging over me. The road
suicidal? Why the basement? Why we not good shit done wasted? Why the feel for the need to replace me? Just a long way trying to again. I went up in the feature town where we carry out. Like a heart in the fast way shit. You can't give it away, you'll have and you just a face. But I keep walking on, keep walking it up, keep walking off. That the dog is yours, keep also off. Cause I'm the one that live in a broken home, girl, I'm begging. Yeah, yeah, I'm begging, begging you to put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging, begging you to put your loving hand out, darling. I'm finding hard to hold my own, just can't make it all alone. I'm holding on, I can't go back. I'm just a pawn, but the pain is life. I'm begging, begging you, put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging, begging you, to put your loving hand out, darling. I'm begging, begging you, to put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging, begging you, to put your loving hand out, darling. I'm begging, begging you to put your loving hand out, baby. I'm begging, begging you to put your loving hand out. Ain't shady, baby, I'm hot like the prodigal son. Pick up battle, eating, meeny, miny, mo, and flower, you're the chosen one. With your left hand's free, and your right hand grip. With another left hand, watch his right hand slip. Once it's done. So little like as we're rolling. My hat is bigger than this crossing of action on me. Oh, well, your left hand's free and your right hand grip. With another left hand, watch his right hand slip. Once it's done. Than I am on my days, he disagrees.
Hey, welcome back. So, Laquan, where are you from? I think you said before, but I don't remember. So, Adi was from India and Germany. No. Yes, India and Germany. Oh, New Jersey. I have some friends that live in New Jersey. Oh, we used to make so much fun of, it was a family. They were, when I was a kid, we lived in a little development, and our neighbors, they were from New Jersey. The woman, she was a nurse, she had 5 kids. And they never lost their accent living in West Virginia. So it was, Joyzy. That's how they talked, Joyzy. And my mom passed away, it'll be 2 years in August, and that was the last time I seen them. Some of the family came in for the funeral. But yeah, it didn't really seem Uh, I was only really in New Jersey a couple times. We stayed at their house once, and yeah, it didn't really, like, if we wanted to do anything, we went to New York. Oh, thanks. It was a shock. She was only 63 years old. She was healthy. I mean, that morning she had picked a mess of beans and was canning them. She had already walked. She went to the store like 2 times. Uh, but she was a smoker. She had smoked. She was raised holler folk. Uh, I'm sure New Jersey has holler folk too. So she probably started smoking when she was like 9, 10 years old. And that's what it was. She ended up, it was a brain aneurysm. But it was instant. It obviously devastating. But she was able, her kidneys saved 2 people's lives. Her liver saved somebody's life. Her eyes gave vision to 2 different people. So I've been able to, I'm far enough removed from it now that it was sad. It was devastating. She was, the family glue, our matriarch. But she was an extremely proud woman. And had she got to the point where she required assistance, it would have been very, very, very difficult for her because of how proud she was. So, I mean, that's kind of how, a way I'm kind of looking at it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And, like, my mom had really changed a lot in her life and overcame a lot of stuff. She was raised extremely poor. There was a lot of abuse. It was really, really bad. And growing up, there were areas that she had failed me and my brother growing up. But now as an adult, I was able to look back and see that she gave us a better life than she had. And she was one of the few people that I know that truly grew as a person. She had some, I mean, there was serious trauma that was never, ever, ever dealt with, which came out towards me and my brother growing up. But as she got older and she calmed down, the most amazing grandmother. Like, I was so proud of the person she became because we didn't have a good relationship when I was growing up. But as an adult, she was one of my best friends. We talked every day. And she would there were days I'd wake up and she was already in my house doing my dishes. And she was just a wonderful person. Oh, you didn't grow up with your mom? That had to be very difficult. Now, as an adult, you were the one that said you're 22, right? Do you have a relationship with her now? That's good. I was really angry for a long time. Oh, you don't have a relationship with her? I was really angry for a very long time at the stuff that had happened to me in my childhood. But really, when I was able to look and see that my mom did better by us than she had, I was able to kind of let go of that. And then to see the person she became. So it was, yeah, I miss her, but I'm very happy of the person she turned into. Yeah, for me, it was more important for her to be the mother I needed as an adult than the mother I had as a kid. That might sound kind of mean, but there were hardships that I have came across as an adult that I'm not sure how I would have gotten through them without her. And the kids took it really, really hard. Oh, thank you. Now, are you New Jersey born and raised your whole life? I have two. My oldest is 19 and my youngest is 13. My oldest was getting ready to start their senior year of high school before my mom passed. Now, do you guys, now the friends I had in New Jersey, they went to New York a lot because it didn't seem like it really took that long. You know, I was 9 years old when I went and stayed with them. So it's been, oh my God, I just turned 40. It's been over 30 years since I've been in New Jersey, so never mind. I'm sure things have changed a lot in the past 30 years. But I remember I thought it was so crazy that the one worked in New York. I think, did one work in Delaware? But they had a huge commute every day to and from work. Now, what's that area like? Is that a decent area? Because really, the place I was in was kind of sketchy. Alright. So you're 22. Do you have... Oh, yeah. People like to do dumb things here, too. It's really, really sad. There is... In our area... I think a lot of it's due to poverty. When you have poverty, you have... You know, our education system isn't that great. We end up with a lot of mental illness that doesn't get taken care of, and then the mental illness leads to drug addictions, which leads to homelessness, and it's really sad because I see a lot of people in their 20s, like these young people who are living on the streets, and it's really sad. My other half, he works for the West Virginia Division of Highways, and they find used needles and stuff alongside the roads all the time, and they have to keep all the buildings super locked up because they get broken into. A couple years ago, they had there was a smell, and they were scared. They thought somebody homeless had passed away underneath the building they worked in. It was actually a trailer they worked in. And when they went and checked, no, but there was a homeless person living under there, and it was just, you know, using the bathroom under there and all their stuff under there. It became a pretty bad situation. But it's really sad because the homeless man that was living under there, he was there because it was cold. He was there because it was raining. So it's hard to... I don't want to blame the people because they're humans. At the end of the day, these are all humans who have come on really hard times. Our governments failed them. You know, people have failed them. There's some family members pretty close to us that's been through it, living on the streets, and yeah, it's really sad. And it's such a beautiful area. What was I going now? Oh, that's right. I was talking about New Jersey. Uh, Let me think for a minute, because then I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. Trying to think. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, do you have any kids? It's definitely not for everyone. I was 20 years old when I had my oldest. I was not prepared. I wasn't ready. Um, a lot of people are waiting until they get older to have kids, should they choose to have kids, until they're in their 30s and a little more established. There are pros and cons to both. Having a kid at 20, there was part of me that still had growing up to do. And because of that, there were ways that I failed my oldest. And then, but my oldest is 19 now, and I'm still young enough to, like, we can go camping and hiking and trips and stuff. Because I have friends my age that are, late 30s, early 40s, starting their families now. Oh, nothing wrong with that. You're young. Figure out what you want in life. Just live and enjoy it. My partner is amazing. We've been together, it'll be 15 years in a couple months. He treats me fantastic. I got married when I was 20, and I was 23 when I divorced him. It was a horrendous situation, but I'm so happy. I am so happy now, because my life is so much calmer. Oh no, the divorce was... Oh yeah, the guy was a monster, but the divorce was a good thing. And I have my oldest out of it. Jax wouldn't exist without what I had to go through. I know plenty of people who are just straight opting out of having kids. And if that's what you choose for your life, don't let anybody guilt you over it. Because it's hard. It is hard to be a parent. Like, you are no longer a priority. Your kids have to go first. Have to come first. Your kids are what's important. And if you're not ready for that, it's a big decision. So are you going to college or anything? Gotta pay a lot. Yeah. Are you talking about for school? Oh, working 2 jobs. Yeah. My oldest wants to go to veterinary school, but Oh yeah, kids are very expensive. My oldest wants to go to veterinary school, but can't afford it right now. And it's getting harder to get grants and stuff from the government to help with it. But yes, kids are very, very, very expensive.
I'm a driver, I'm a winner. Things are gonna change, I can feel it.
Wait for the day to come for you for children. Sorry about that. I'm back. Doctor office called. Yeah. Yeah, it was the doctor's office. No, when someone called, were you able to hear? Kicked you out, didn't it? I would find myself a great guitar and sing. She's looking at you, I'm thinking she's looking at me, standing in the spotlight. Find myself a great guitar. What is this down here? I'm getting a different. Okay, I'm live. Alright. Never gonna be Hey, welcome back. But you're right. It was a doctor's office call. Were you able to hear my phone ring through, well, were you able to hear my phone ring? Because it's a Mario ringtone. Staring right back at me, we all want to be big stars. Don't know why, we don't know how. I get, if my phone rings while I'm out in public, I get looks. Oh, I'm in my office. But yeah, we've got our own home. do. Now, my kids do. I'm not really a gamer. I'm old school. I liked my Nintendo and Mario, Tetris, Centipede. But my kids like Minecraft and there's one my oldest is playing where what is it, you put curses on people or I don't know. But they've got an Xbox and a PS5 and a Wii. They're spoiled. But I'm lucky. I'm so lucky. I have very, very good kids. I like, game-wise really, I like more puzzle type things. When I was a kid was when it was a PC game originally. I think you can get it on other formats now, but it was called Myst. I really liked it. There was Myst, Riven, Exile, Legacy at time. I played a lot of computer games, but back then none of them were multiplayer. It was all, yeah, you couldn't get on the internet and play games with other people. And as an adult, with kids and stuff, I just, if I were to sit down and just play a video game, I get lost in it for hours, and then I'd feel bad because it's like I could be doing something productive with that time. Ingrained guilt. Now, what type of games do you play? I do, I knit, obviously, loom knit. I do a lot of different fiber arts. I needle knit and crochet. I've got a spinning wheel and drop spindles, so I spin yarn. I really like plants, so I've got a lot of house plants and flower bed outside, things like that. This year we're really going to try to work on a garden. Where we're at, we've got a couple acres of land, so the deer tear up anything that we put out there. But we finally had a deck put on, and we're hoping to be able to have some vegetables. How what looks? Code of Duty, oh, probably Call of Duty. My kids don't do the sports, but I believe maybe Call of Duty. I like stuff that old women do, essentially. Like, I'm in a fiber guild, and, the fiber guild's awesome. I've learned a lot of stuff from them, like, a whole lot of stuff. We have people that do any fiber art you can think of. I've learned things that I didn't even know were things to learn. There is something called gnaw binding, and what it is, it's Viking knitting. That one I haven't really got the hang of. I took a little class on it. I need to be taught again. But I didn't know there was a form of knitting Vikings did that was different than what we do. If you really want to be impressed, look up somebody doing, it's a fiber art called tatting. You have these little bobbins with thread on them, and they just sit there and spin them around, and they have straight pins, and they're pinning this thing down that they're weaving, and when they're done, they make like these big dollies or those little intricate lace bookmarks. I don't know if you've ever seen them. And that's a lot of work. I wonder... that I was talking earlier with someone about being bilingual, how in our country it's not a lot of other countries it's basically just a given. You're going to be speaking more than one language, but here that's quite an accomplishment. I think it's very impressive when people are able to fluently speak more than one language.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just
Now, did your mom speak English very well? Oh, I am taking the bottom loops here over the top, making a scarf. Just a nice plushy warm scarf. I don't know yet. It's either going to be a Christmas gift or I'm going to donate it. The fiber guild I'm in, there's a church that lets us use their church for our meetings, and they don't charge us. Every year they have a big dinner, a big Christmas dinner that's free for the community. A lot of people who don't have other relatives, elderly people who are alone, homeless people will come to it. So we knit stuff all year long, and they have it there for people to take. But for me, it's all a win-win because I get to make patterns and stuff, and I don't like to knit things to sell. I did that for a while, and really it takes a lot of the fun out of it. I feel a lot of pressure. So I like making patterns, and then I can make patterns, and when I'm done with the pattern, I can just donate the item or use it as a Christmas gift. Because I make my money off of the pattern sales and people watching videos. Oh, this is going to be very, very warm. The yarn it's super soft yarn. I really like it. It's one of those things that's like, oh, maybe I want it, but I have enough stuff. I don't need to knit anything for myself. I knit, excuse me, I knit for myself. I usually make socks. I have 5 cats, and they're outside right now. I have a couple of them yeah, they're pests. I have decoy balls of yarn for them, and one particular, his name's Chungus. If he wants attention and there's nobody else giving him attention, if I'm doing a video or if I'm working like I am now, he will come up and get in between my arms and just lay down on top the loom so I can't work. And some of my videos, there will be clips of a cat coming in and just sitting on the project while I'm working on it. I had the intention of 2 cats, and that turned into 5. I love my cats. But we are definitely past cat capacity. At least where we're at, it's safe for the cats to go outside, so they kind of just do what they want. It has to stay in. I lived in an apartment for a little while, and I had one of the cats I have. She's, oh my god, she's 16 now, but she hated being inside, and she was just kind of a mean cat. She was just attack you, always just going crazy in the apartment, tearing stuff up. And when I moved somewhere to where she was able to go outside, she turned into a completely different cat. I guess maybe it's just that extra energy she always had, just running around and wanting to fight and play. But she was a kitten of a feral cat. So she had kind of that wildness to her. And now she's a big baby. She wants held and loved all the time, and she drools. She's old and getting gross. You like a home cat? We had a dog, and she passed a few years ago, and I'd like to get another dog, but dogs require a lot more care than cats do. If we go camping for the weekend, the cats are fine, but you can't do that with a dog. You have to take the dog with you or pay for it to be boarded or something. Probably the most smoky. We have Ivy, Figaro, Chungus the Humongous, Wolfenstein, and Duct Tape. Yeah, we have a cat whose name is Duct Tape. Though I've had a lot of interesting cats over the years. There was a Chuck Norris, there was a Bowser, a Dexter. Nice. Is it a kitten or a full-grown cat? Oh, that's nice. You get to enjoy that, like, psycho kitten phase. Like, it's fun when they're in the tiny psycho kitten stage, but when they get a little bigger and they're still a little crazy, that's when it becomes an issue. Our cat Duct Tape, everybody thought it was adorable because she just run and climb right up your pants and wanted to sit on your shoulder. And when she was a 2-pound kitten, that was okay, but when she became a 15-pound cat, it's not funny anymore. I had, when my oldest was a newborn, I was so worried about the cat litter, so the cat I had at the time, I actually potty trained it. That was an interesting experience, which if you ever potty train a cat, don't do it if it's a tailless cat, because they can't judge the space behind them. So he kept pooping on the floor right beside the toilet. Well, actually, we had 2 cats. The one cat did fine with it. The other one he tried, but he didn't. He was a bobtail, so I didn't realize that it affected him that much. Their tail's pretty important, I guess. It was easier than I thought it would be to toilet train a cat. I mean, they were small when I started with them. And the cats preferred to go outside because it was their instinct to dig. So they didn't want to use the toilet, but they did if they were inside. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. But you have to make sure bathroom doors are open, like, at all times. So there's some downsides to it. Well, I don't really go live on here, and it's the middle of the day. I really didn't know what to expect. But the way these algorithms are, the more I go live and the longer I am live, the more it's going to push my content out. And definitely when people are interacting with it, that helps a lot too. I've got a big, I've got kind of a big series of loom knitting stuff that I've been working on. So before it comes out, I'm trying to get more engagement on my channel because I'm going to start redoing a lot of my original videos, just your basics. I have better equipment and stuff now, so I'm gonna leave the old videos up, but redo the basic videos. This type of knitting, it works up so much faster than needle knitting. This is so warm. And this yarn, I believe, I'm going to grab the band for it. I think it's just a straight acrylic. Let me see what the band says, because I'm pretty sure this is just a straight acrylic yarn. Yep. But it's super plush and soft. It almost feels like there's some wool in it. Yes. I like it. It's a little chilly in my office right now. I have my room. I just recently worked in my office because this is really our house. The way it's built, it's basically in a hillside. So part of the basement's under the ground and part of it's not. And when it was built, half of the basement was a garage, like you go pull in. And when we moved in, we sealed the garage door off, and then Jeremy, he put a wall up, separated it, and we turned the back half into my office. And then the other half we slowly turned into just kind of like a downstairs living room. That all the windows were like boarded up or broke in the basement. The garage door was rusted, and it was open like a foot. It is super soft. Yeah, we've done a lot of work in here. That is one thing it feels good about being an adult. Like having, like, this is ours. Like, we put a lot of work into it. Oh yeah. So last weekend before last, we put the squares up, which one of my cats has been pulling some of them down. Down there's a couple that my cat keeps pulling off. And we put the foam board in the ceiling, and I painted all the ductwork and stuff. It's slowly becoming, looking more like a room and less like a basement. Yeah, I like how the wall turned out. I do need to get more of the purple squares. Because my cats, we need to get some extras. Thank you. What's nice is when it's closed, I've got those two I gotta tape back up. There's a couple I've gotta adjust. But it just looks like a wall when it's closed. Alright, I gotta get off here and go work on some laundry. But hey, thanks for talking to me. I'm gonna try to start coming live on YouTube more. Yeah, I've noticed a lot more people like coming in and leaving and stuff, and it's kind of a weird day of the week to do a live. So yeah, but hey, thanks for hanging out with me.